There we go. All right, what's up, family? It's Jay Dizzle. And we're going to keep on the topic because this is some of the best stuff on the internet right now. I couldn't be happier with watching these bitch ass niggas get served up and exposed. For real. You know, I've been exposing this cat and showing these different things, particularly about Taharka Bey, for a minute. And the reason is, you know, it got personal for me because a lot of the people that he called himself exposing are people who I know personally. So it's like I know what he's saying is cap. And a lot of the organizations that he's been exposing are organizations that I've connected with or know people personally who are connected to him. And I know of the works. So I took it kind of personally when I seen certain videos, and that's when I really started just like checking this dude out. And I just been noticing like all he does is goes after those of us who are involved in progressive activities, things that really are aiding the community. And what happened is people started tapping in and giving me different information, making me aware of things I wasn't aware of about this dude, because from the gate, I said, this is agent behavior. You can check my videos. I went through counterintelligence files and compared them to the type of behavior that this dude conducts himself in. Then we find out this dude has a rap sheet a mile long, which he hasn't done time for. Then we found out dude actually snitched on co-defendants in a particular case, like the first case he caught, which makes sense why now. It makes sense now why he just doesn't do time for all the other things that he has been charged for. Then we find out dude is a sex offender. And sex offenders are often used as agents against the community. But this ain't about if he's an agent or not, because to me, at this point, it's like the activities are so in line with it, it doesn't really matter if he really gets a check from the government or not. It doesn't even matter. For all these trolls, for all these distractors and provocateurs, if they actually get a check by the government or not doesn't even matter because the effect is the same. But let me speak to some of y'all who are supporters of Taharka Bey and the likes of Taharka Bey, specifically Taharka Bey. If you're a supporter of this dude, especially if you put your money behind this dude to file a lawsuit against Tariq Nasheed, that is money gone. And I've been saying this from the get-go. It's money gone. You're never going to see any fruition with that money. And the reason I said this from the get-go is because he's not going to file the suit. I doubt he's even filed it now. I doubt when he went to California that he even filed a lawsuit. I'd almost be willing to bet that he did not file a lawsuit when he was in LA. And the reason why I've been saying this from the get-go is very, very simple. If this dude files a lawsuit for defamation and slander and libel for Tariq Nasheed saying that he is a registered sex offender, woman, and children beater, that means they're going to ask Tariq Nasheed, why was he saying these things? Which means Tariq Nasheed is going to produce court paperwork, documentation that states these things about dude. Which means that Taharka Bey is not going to be able to tell the same lies that he's told his supporters about why there's a Y under registered / lifetime sex offender. He's not going to be able to say, oh, that just means they checked the registry. He's not going to be able to tell a court judge and lawyers that same bullshit that he's been telling you guys. He's not going to be able to say that. So all this stuff is going to have to come back up on court record in a way that he can't manipulate what it says or what it means. So that means all the lies he's been saying are now going to be straightened out. So for that reason alone, I highly doubt he filed those cases. He filed that case. I highly doubt it. And let's suppose he did. Let's suppose that he actually did. Well, now in light of things that happened, that case is burnt. You guys burnt your money, which is ironic because you guys are the ones that are saying, echoing his sentiments, that Tariq Nasheed is the one that's grifting and scamming people out of money. Even though everything that Tariq Nasheed raises money for, he actually produces, unlike your boy. Where's the Moorish Village? Ask him where the Moorish Village is. Ask him where the newsman is. Ask him where any of these things that he says he's raising money for are. Ask him to produce the file number for the case he says he just filed. Ask him to produce the body cam footage of him saying he didn't get slapped. He will not produce any of those things. So at this point, this is why I made the video. You have to know who's who. Because even more importantly than like what this dude is about, what this dude does, because it's clear. Well, like you don't get any respect for the shenanigans that you pulled. And then getting slapped as a grown man, getting slapped and not doing anything about it. Matter of fact, like he acts like he's proud that he got slapped by Tariq Nasheed. Like that was the highlight of this whole last 5 months he's been doing all this. He just wanted to feel Tariq Nasheed's hand across his face or anything that made him feel better. But you can't say that you went all the way across the country to file a lawsuit that you raise money to do when it's only $115 to file a lawsuit in California. Just in case you didn't know, it only costs $115 and you don't have to file it yourself. You can have a lawyer file it. You can file it online. You don't have to go to California to do that. So he goes out there, takes a body cam with him, and then he goes to the place of business of Tariq Nasheed. Then he aggressively approaches his car. This is what he said he did. The case is burnt if there was a case, which I highly doubt. But even the potential of a case, it's nil. There's no potential of a case at this point. You guys burnt your money. He actually ripped you off. And this is why I told you before, the reason why he accepts the money from PayPal is because it's not transparent. See, if he had the decency and, the transparency to legitimately raise money for a particular project, he would have done it on Kickstarter. He would have done it on GoFundMe or one of those different methods. That way everyone could see, okay, here's the budget. Here's how much we gave him. We gave him this much money. It's going to cost this to do this. And he could have just broke down everything and been accountable for it. But he didn't do that. He did it in a way that you guys can't see how much was raised. So you have to rely on him telling you what he raised. So therefore he could say, I don't have enough to do this or that. But most of y'all don't really care, because most of y'all are bots or agents your damn self. Most of y'all are clowns or coons or just haters yourself. And what I'm noticing is, look, conflict is necessary, even amongst our own. It is. Like this whole FBA concept is necessary. It's necessary for us to separate ourselves from tethers and coons and traitors and agents and sex offenders and people who are a nuisance to our community. This is a very necessary step. It's a purge that had to happen. And I'm glad it's happening. Because what we're seeing is there's a segment of our people who so hate the idea of us getting on code and being able to get things done that the Willie Lynch chip in their brain activates and they have to go against the grain. And that's what we're seeing happen right now. See, these guys who never do anything productive, they can't stand, because by contrast, when they see other people doing things that they know they should be a part of, at least, it makes them feel some kind of way. Look, I got love for Dr. Umar. I've literally protected Dr. Umar. But that little bit he's doing about the reparations, that's clown shit. That's straight clown shit. Oh, we need psychological reparations and spiritual reparations before we get, no, fuck out of here with that bullshit. It's because you're not the one that's seen as the advocate for this particular movement and you want to be King Papa. That's really what it is. So what we're seeing right now is those who are supposed to be doing things or those who know things need to be done, what they want to do is criticize and belittle and undermine those who are doing things and things that are getting done. See, from a grassroots level, we've been codifying to the point to where if we're not sparking our own movements individually, we're at least lending to the movements that exist and they're gaining momentum. And psychologically, that makes certain people feel a certain kind of way because some of them have too big of egos to join on and assist the mission. And some are in a comfort zone and they wallow in self-pity to the point to where they don't want to be part of a process that actually overcomes some of the challenges that we have. So anyway, with that said, I'm going to go over a few different things. I'm going to go over Taharka Bey and what he was saying when he was capping after the slapping, the after slap cap, we'll call it, where he actually had the nerves to say he could have easily beat up Tariq Nasheed. This is coming from a dude who got slapped, a grown man who got slapped and didn't fight back, or even if, like he said, he didn't actually make contact. Listen, any stand-up brother that listens to this, I want you to answer this question. Would you let somebody swing on you in a slap fashion and not do anything about it? And then have to go home to your wife and kids with the internet going wild saying you got slapped, and there's footage of him getting slapped. No, you lose your man card for that, homie. You've been talking all of this shit for months, tough guy shit for months, innuendos of hurting this dude for months, and then when you pull up, you get dealt with like a bitch. You should have just fought and took the L. At least there's honor in that. There's honor. Listen, not everybody, you can't beat everybody. So if you shoot the fair one, you shoot the fade and you lose, there's no, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, it happens. Might be a little bit of clowning going on, but it happens. People can respect that. Tariq probably could have respected that. At least it's like, okay, man to man, whatever, you lost, but you got down for your crown. I can respect that. But you can't respect him, man. Matter of fact, the fact that Tariq Nasheed didn't even punch him, didn't ask any goons to get involved, and just slapped him like a bitch shows you that he knew from get-go this nigga was pussy. Pussyfoot. Bussyfoot. Yeah. Let's go. Let's check out some of this footage from this dude, man.
Actually, I'm not stalking. I'm actually getting footage. I mean, I'm actually getting footage because I do vlogging. You know what I mean? I'm not stalking.
The dude is stalking. Like, this is weird. This dude gets obsessed with other men to the point to where he's catching flights to pull up on niggas. This is the second time he's done this. He went to the reparations rally just to get close, but that wasn't enough. But he's pulling up. He pulled up on Umar. And after all that shit he talked to Umar, when he pulled up on Umar, he was smiling, beguiling. He was like a little bitch just gushing over the nigga, begging for an autograph for his wife, buying a book. After all the scammings and all that shit he called this dude, he went and purchased a book and patronized this dude and was smiling in his face, begging for an interview. This is a weird ass nigga. Does this nigga do drugs? Cause it appears he must be like smoking crack, sniffing some shit. He must be drinking obsessively. You would think so. He claims he doesn't. and if he truly does not do drugs, and he's actually like this sober and clear mind, he is a prime example of a nigga that we need off the fucking streets, for real. We do not need niggas like this on the street, for real. That is not the, I mean, he's already sex offender. He's already woman beater. He's already a lifetime criminal, stalker. Seller and spreader of revenge porn, which is a crime. I don't know why Sanaa and his wife haven't pushed that issue. But here's the irony, though. How this dude is talking so much lawsuit. There's dozens of people who actually have a legitimate class action lawsuit against this dude. Legitimately. But anyway, let's get back to the cap. Let's get back to the cap show. The post slap cap show. Let's get it.
I'm not stalking. Yeah, well, too late. I'm about to catch my flight. Hold on.
Booger in the nose. Sugar booger. I don't know what it is. This dude's a mess.
I already filed the civil case, and filed that this morning. Did you get slapped, brother?
Check this out. So if you've been watching this channel for a minute, you've been watching the Research Ninja or Onslaught Multimedia 2, then you know that this is a common tactic that he uses when he's confronted with serious matters. He laughs it off and pretends it's a joke. That's what he did when he first was approached about the sex offender stuff, which first actually debuted on this very channel. None of the sex offender stuff came out until it came out on this channel. But when it came out on this channel, because of course I only had like 100 subscribers at the time, he joked it off. He said that I doctored the paperwork. He started making threats. Matter of fact, look at this. He started making threats. So like making threats to people is not new to him. He threatens women all the time. This is a picture that I took when I first came to Texas. Right? So check out this picture. When I first came to Texas, I took this picture and put it on Facebook. Had nothing to do with him. It was just basically, the Texas flag in the background, you know what I'm saying? I was waiting at this little daiquiri taco shop waiting for my food. I just decided to take a picture. The very next day, he comes out with this picture. And it was captioned in the post that he put it in like he's out in Texas hunting rabbits. He was basically trying to send innuendos of threats to me with this picture. It's not a coincidence. Just look at it. Better hope we don't meet. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, I hope we don't meet, but, you know, go. Like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like we better hope, you know what I'm saying? Like, he better hope that don't happen. Because, I'm not on the internet to be, acting like I'm tough and all this, but, like, let's quit playing. Like, quit playing for real. This trolling and shit. It's cool when you could do it because you're separated by thousands of miles. But as we've seen in real life, when push comes to shove, you can't just run up on everybody with the goofy shit, right? So like I said, when I first put this information out, it was easy for him to undermine it because I didn't get the views that he got. But what happened is over time, people started picking up on it, smaller platforms. Then we sent it to Sonetta and he put it out there, but then he erased it because he was afraid of the lawsuit. And, so we maneuvered it to a few different channels. It started picking up a little bit of momentum. And I'm noticing, and I want to give a salute and a shout out to some of the other channels that have been using some of the stuff and picking up on what I've been putting out there. The counterintelligence program angle of, how he gets down. And some of the other things that, people have been picking up on. See, that's the power of this grassroots new black media, is that we can take our own narratives into our own hand and we can use it to get information out to our people. And that's very important because cats like this are multiplying. Cats that go out of their way to undermine what we're doing are multiplying, and we have to understand how to deal with them.
So press 7. Before I speak on it, I need everybody to press 7. Go to Twitter and see if he said he smacked me, because I don't speak on stuff like that. So did he say that he slapped me? Press 7 if he said that he slapped me, because now I can tell you the story.
See, what he's doing right now is he's trying to pretend that he's not the type of guy who cooperates with authorities, right? Because he's a street dude who gets slapped and doesn't do anything about it, apparently, if those exist. He's a street dude who takes body cams, or maybe he got the body cam when he touched down, I don't know, but takes body cams. Like, if you don't quit playing body cams for real. So you went to go file a lawsuit, but you brought a body cam with you, and then you went to the place of business to get footage of their business. And after all the shit you was talking, you're lucky you only got slapped. You're lucky that it really didn't go down like it could have in LA. Like, you should go back to LA, man. You have a good time out there, for real.
All right, so now I can tell you the story. You feel what I'm saying? I don't speak on stuff like that. Until...
Remember, this is the same dude.
Said he slapped.
This is the same dude. You can go to DSP's channel, Onslaught Multimedia 2. He breaks down the court paperwork that shows that this dude, Taharka Bey, snitched on his co-defendants in a case that he caught for a reduced sentence. So as he's capping, like, oh, don't do that, I don't speak on it. No. He speaks in front of judges in courtrooms. Now remember what snitching is and what snitching ain't. Because a lot of people say, oh, it's snitching. Oh, they have a wrong impression of what snitching is. Snitching is when you do a crime, you get caught, and you snitch on the people you did the crime with for reduced sentence. That's exactly what he did. He is a certified, documented snitch.
You and Star reporting on it now. I mean, Star just grabbed it off the internet. You know, that's what Star did. Anyway, I'm going to tell you what happened. Number one, I got a body cam. Y'all see what this is? Say BC body cam.
Yeah, body cam. Listen, me personally, I don't know about y'all, but I've never, ever in my life, ever heard of anyone outside of the police wearing body cams. That's just me, though.
I got a body cam. You know what that? Now, let me tell you what happened. What happened was this. No. I know.
And that's not me. That's actually his feed that is off like that. He got slapped so hard that even his feed is off sync. It knocked his mouth off sync with his damn YouTube feed. But you know.
I know. No, I got a body cam. Because I know how you weirdos are, and I have to defend my.
He knows how the weirdos are. Hold up. This is the dude who's been going ham every day for 5 months on the same dude, calling people weirdos. This is the dude who flew across the country to file a lawsuit that he could have done by just obtaining a lawyer, since he's raising money for this type of thing. Filing that lawsuit cost $115. Flying to California and back and getting a rental car had to cost more than $115. So this dude is burning your money on dumb shit, and he'll never get things done that he says he's gonna get with the money. But the weirdos are the ones that's asking if he got slapped and telling him that, hey, you're a clown. All right.
Myself, I need to see what happened. People got to know what happened. People like, oh, you the police? No. If I got to defend myself, what are you talking about?
Well, if you have to defend yourself, Listen, what better time is there to defend yourself than after somebody slaps you? Because what he didn't do when he got slapped is defend himself, unless defend himself means running to his car and skirting the fuck off and then making a YouTube video. If that's the definition of defend yourself, like, yo, you got grown boys, don't you? They had to see that their daddy got slapped. I don't know what I would do if I see my father get slapped and didn't do a goddamn thing about it. I would lose all respect for him, for real. But you know, that's just me.
But it was a girl swinging out. He did try to swing on me. I ain't gonna front. He did. He did try to swing on me. You know what I mean? But this is what happened. Real talk. Listen, family. Listen. Tariq did try to swing on me. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, he did. But the way that he swung was so girl-like. All right, so this what happened. I got the footage, right? So I'm not tripping what they talking about. I'm not going to show the footage yet. You know what I mean?
Let's see if he puts that footage out, because we already seen it. See, at this point when he made this video, he didn't know that the footage was already out. He had no idea. He had no idea that the footage was out. So he's saying all this stuff thinking that people weren't going to see the truth, and he had no intentions on bringing it out. So you seen, if didn't seem like a girly slap. It seemed like a slap that you would do on a bitch that owed you money.
So I'm recording. I'm not on the property or nothing like that. I'm just recording. I'm getting footage. And actually, I'm admiring the artwork on the side of the building, which you'll see soon. You know what I mean? But fam, so when I got his security. I got the security. He got security around there. So let me give y'all the whole scene. So he has security around the demonstration. You know what I'm saying? So when I pull up, I already know that he got security everywhere. Like, he got security guarding the building. Press 7 if you hear what I'm saying. He got security guarding the building. So I got the security on camera. You know what I'm saying? So I got the security on the camera. So I'm saying to myself, okay, he got security. I see security pick up the phone, you know what I mean, pick up the cell phone, and I'm like, okay, they calling it reinforcements. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care. I just, you know me, I got the footage. I'm like, you know. And so when I'm in the front, Tariq swings around in like a black Denali. And I don't really talk about this type of stuff, but since he said it, I'm gonna call it out. So he swings around in a black Denali. So I walks up to his truck. When he swings around, I walks up to his truck.
So first of all, this is how retarded this dude is. That he's telling you that he is the one that approached Tariq Nasheed. After flying out there, after all the threats and innuendos that he's put out there over these past several months, he's saying that he aggressively walked up to him at his place of business on his vehicle. This is what he's saying publicly. Yeah, any type of potential for a case is done. Any money y'all put towards this nigga is burnt.
I walks up to his truck. I said, oh yeah, you ready to talk about this like a man? And he said, what you doing in front of my...
Yeah, he's smart. Look at that. Genius. So he came up, approached dude aggressively. All kinds of huffing and puffing according to him. But we seen the energy that he had on the video when he's backing up with his hands up, copping a plea, took a slap and left. But according to his story, because remember, he didn't know that footage was available. He had no idea. So he's saying all this stuff because he doesn't realize that, yo, this footage is out.
what you doing in front of my place? And I said, I backed up a little bit. I said, he jumped out the car. I said, man, you better go ahead. I said, man, you better go ahead. So it's a police right behind him.
I didn't see any police.
It's a security
in the footage.
guard.
Let's just keep it a buck. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward. I don't want to hear no more of this lie. Let's hear some of this lie. This lie is juicy right here. Check this out. Check out what this dude did. Keep in mind that you've seen this nigga get slapped at this point and back up and cop a plea and run to his little shitty ass Kia. But check this out. This is incredible cabbage.
Unless he showed. Like, I wasn't even going to talk about this unless he said something. You understand? Like, if he wouldn't have said something, you wouldn't even hear nothing from me. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly. Of course you wouldn't have heard nothing from him. You think he was going to go live and be like, hey, I got slapped, y'all? Hell no. Of course you wouldn't have heard nothing. He's saying something because he has to now, because now he's trying to clean up what happened. But check this part out.
the footage, I'm not going to put out unless he talks some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he's talking some stuff, so let's see that footage, man. Go ahead and put that footage out, man.
Did you take the V? What is that? You know what I mean? Because I might have to use this footage for my I might have to use this footage for my civil case. You know what I mean? Like you got security, but you know what I mean? He slapped the sonic rings out of him. Nah, man. You gotta think. Listen, family. You gotta think. You gotta think, right? This is what you gotta think about. You know what I'm saying? With all the stuff that's going on in the world, you know what I'm saying? What is the mission? What is the mission?
This nigga's getting philosophical. That slap then put philosophical questions in this dude's head. Now you gotta think the world going on. You know, we got conflict in Ukraine and Russia, China spy planes. They're starving out there in various third world countries, man. No, you gotta think about the whole big picture, brother. Right?
Is the mission for me to beat Tariq up? I could easily beat Tariq up. That ain't the mission.
Hold up. Let's one more time.
What is the mission? What is the mission? Is the mission for me to beat Tariq up? I could easily beat Tariq up. What is the mission? What is the mission? Is the mission for me to beat Tariq up? I could easily beat Tariq up. That ain't.
Hold up. We got to see something here. Let's see something, because he could easily beat Tariq up. Let's see if the energy matches the words. Let's see, because here's him against a person who he can easily beat up. Let's just see. That's him. See that? Slap, 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 slap. That's him backing up with his hands up. He could easily beat this dude up. That's what he said. Easy. It'd be easy. It'd be too easy. Simple. Slap. Bam. Turn his whole head with that slap. Backing up. Back, going way back. Back. This dude is going back. Look at this. He could easily. It'd be easy. It'd be simple. Right? According to this dude. All right. Let's go ahead, man. Go ahead and keep telling your lies, man.
Ain't the mission. You know what I'm saying? That's not the mission. The mission is not for me to beat Tariq up. That's not the mission. The mission is to prove that the brother is grifting, and the brother called me a sex offender, which I am not. That's not the mission.
Here's the thing. In light of all these lies that you've seen this dude blatantly tell, the more he says he is not a sex offender, can you really lend too much validity to that when you're seeing that he is a compulsive, what is that called? Pathological liar? I'm just saying. You gotta pick. You gotta pick and choose what you believe from him at this point, or do you just say all of it's cap? Anyway, I don't want to make this too long, because I already see it's already long. So let's go ahead and see what Tariq Nasheed said.
The museum has a barbecue truck. I got some barbecue from them today, FBA brother and sister, husband and wife from Texas. Oh, it's a beautiful community. It's a beautiful community. Yeah, that black church there, wonderful black church, old black church, man. Great people over there. You dig? We got a vibe going on over in this community, and people are very proud of it. And then when you have these outsiders.
So just notice that he just described something that we've been speaking about for years that we need to build, add on to, which is prosperous, peaceful, good harmony, good vibrational communities that are productive and progressive. So the fact that we would have people that would be detractors to this type of a vibe and movement should let you know whose team they play for. Because historically, when we've had these type of atmospheres, who are the ones that would typically come around causing disruptance? But now look at who these people are who come around to cause division in our communities and to disrupt productive activities.
Who most likely opts for them folks trying to sabotage it? The community doesn't take too kind to that. You understand?
And understand this too. When it comes to the West Coast, specifically LA, it's very territorial. So when I'm saying like, and even Star said this, he's lucky to get away with a slap. Because even if cats didn't rock with Tariq Nasheed in that neighborhood, any outside threat is going to be neutralized. You can say what you want, but that's how it goes out there. So anyone else could have seen this dude pulling up with this goofy shit and took care of that in a whole different way, because they would have at least stomped him out. Very least. It wouldn't have been a slap. It would have been a straight stomp out or worse.
So, Taharka Bey, who's been threatening me for the longest, posting pictures of me in a casket, talking about what he's going to do to me and his own site and just all of these threats. And he's been threatening to come out here and get at me. I'm going to come out to LA and whoop-de-whoop. Okay. So family, what day was it? Was it yesterday? Hell, this happened yesterday. So yesterday, I'm going to work at the museum. I go there in the morning, and then I see a huge head standing in front of the museum, filming and looking crazy. I'm like, no. No. I see a huge head Negro standing in front of the museum. I'm just going to work, waiting on my employees to come through, waiting on my staff to come in so we can do work. Yeah, I see a huge head. I said, wait a minute. No, there can't be. No two people have heads like that. Is that Taharka Bey? I pull over. Then he kind of walks to my car. He starts walking towards me, kind of aggressive. Yeah, let's handle this like men. Did this dude come 3,000 miles to get at me after all of these threats? Did this dude come 3,000 miles after all these threats? Is he going to follow through with these threats? I don't know what to think. I'm just coming to work in the morning. I don't know what to think. And this dude he's looking aggressive and he's pulled up. So I'm thinking, well, you done pulled up for something. You didn't come all of this way for nothing. You came to follow through on your threats. That's what I'm.
Now let's consider this, y'all. Because it's not just all the trolling, all the innuendo threats this dude has made. the misinformation he's been putting out there. But remember, this dude, Taharka Bey, said on his channel a few times that Tariq Nasheed murdered someone in Detroit and got away because of the feds. Think about that. If you really believed that this dude is capable of murder and had the capacity to get away with it, why the fuck would you go solo all the way across the country to provoke this dude? I mean, are you really that slow, or are you just capping with the information that you're putting out there?
I'm thinking this nigga done came through to follow through on all them threats. So, out here in California, what do you do in a situation like that, family? What do you do if somebody's threatening you and showing pictures of you in a casket and saying the end is near for you and they're going to do all of this stuff when they see you, and then they show up and this person has a whole history of violence and this is a violent dude. We're beating up women and kids, but if somebody pulls up on you and try to ambush you and you don't know they're coming, they just show up and they're at your spot, what do you do? Well, I'll tell you what I did. I neutralized the threat, ladies and gentlemen. California is a stand your ground state. This is a stand your ground state. So if you're threatened, you got a right to self-defense. So if this dude came all the way out here, he's planning something. He didn't come for nothing. And I'm not going to let him harm me. Right? My children were there the day before. My children were there. Also, next door to our museum, there's like 2 doors down, there's a daycare, like a daycare preschool, and then right next to there is a park where kids are. So we got kids around this area. So we got this fool who done flew in on some BS in our beautiful neighborhood out here in Los Angeles, which is already a street violation because people don't like folks not checking in and you're just going to pop off in the neighborhood on some goofball nonsense so that you can hop back on a plane after you done whatever you did. That's why they got the check-in out here. So, yes, I was a victim. Yes, I was a victim. Yes, somebody said it's Tariq being the victim. I was absolutely a victim. Then I turned into a victor. Yes, I was a victim of this person threatening me and then pulling up on me at my property. And then I decided I'm not going to be a victim. I'm going to be a victor. And I gave him a victory slap. I slapped the shit out of him. Yeah, I did.
Hey, wait, one thing you gotta say, man, this cat at least stands on what he says and what he does. He's standing on it. He said yes. Slap the fuck out this dude. You gotta respect that. Because the other dude was backpedaling and running after all the smoke, after how much tough guy shit he did, after the stuff that I've read to you from some of these cases that he caught beating up his exes and his exes' children and his own children. When it came to a man, he backed the fuck down. After agreeing to fight that NBP, New Black Panther Party brother, and then chickening out. And so many other fights that he's chickened out on. Like, whoever supports this dude, you guys are so irrelevant in your bitch nigga-ness. You guys can make excuses for some bitch ass shit all damn day, but you're not doing anything productive. But you make it seem like it's cool for this goofy ass shit. They ain't getting nothing done. You guys are weak. You're pathetic. You're despicable. You are useless for our community. And this is why we have to purge y'all niggas up out the fucking game.
In self-defense, yes, I did. Oh, it says yes, California is a stand your ground state. Oh, it's a stand your ground state. You can stand your ground out here in California. Yeah, yes you can. I went from victor to victory slap. I slapped the shit out of him. Yes, I did. I 100%. Yes, I did. What am I supposed to do? Yeah, I slapped him. Now, there's some people like in many tethers, you shouldn't say that, nigga. You incriminate yourself. Nigga, it's self-defense. I'm not ashamed of self-defense. I'll tell the police I defended myself. Y'all tethers sit up and let people beat on you. Y'all over there in your homeland letting Asian people hit you with sticks and switches. Get out there. Get to work. Oh, I go to work. I be a good nigga. No. I don't do that. No. I'm not letting nobody harm me. Fuck that, nigga. I'm not letting nobody harm me, dude. I don't know what this dude was gonna do. All these threats, this nigga, I don't know what you got in your pocket. I don't know what you got in your car. But we do know the threat will be neutralized right now when you get these hands across that big Easter Island head. I know that. I neutralized the threat, baby. I'm not gonna sit up here and let somebody harm me. I got a family to go through. I go home to. I got a family to go home to. Yeah? And truth be told, I could have used more force. Dude pulling up like that. Yeah. He tried to say I didn't. Now I think he's talking about he might get a lawyer and all of this stuff. Get a lawyer. I get a lawyer too. Self-defense is self-defense. You flew 3,000 miles to come into my spot after you threatened me and then walk up on me outside of my property after you done threatened me for 6 months and put pictures of me in caskets. What the fuck you think I'm supposed to do? Yeah? Yeah. Now, if he tried to lie and say I didn't slap him, he tried to say face. He tried to say, well, he swung, but I had ducked. And he missed. Okay. Then I put the video out of the security camera. I put the security camera video out, and it shows that I slapped the hearing out of one of his ears. I did. With that big, huge head. Do you think I was going to miss? You can't miss that big ass head. Yeah?
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, I neutralized. Yeah, he got the message with the slap. Now, I could have beat him down. I could have went overboard with it. I could have really went there. I could have stomped him out. I just wanted him to get the message to just leave. Just leave. I could have stomped him out. I could have put real knees and elbows on him. I didn't. I just wanted to neutralize the threat. Don't come here threatening me and acting threatening towards me. And that slap kind of woke him up to reality. The slap woke him up a little bit. It got him right. It don't take much. That slap did the job. The slap did it. And yeah, if you look at the video, I'm not going to play it here, but if you look at the video is kind of grainy. When I slapped him, he had on a baseball cap, but I think he thought he had on a fez because he went to reaching for something. I slapped him and his head is kind of heavy and he damn near fell down. If you look at the video, you see he leaned. You know how Chris Rock leaned back when Will Smith slapped him? Well, Taharka has a big heavy head. So when I slapped him, his head went so far down, he almost tipped over. It was like, pow. It was like that. The head.
right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Let's wrap this up. Just 'cause I'm gonna show you guys, man. This is what happened. This is the problem with the internet, man. See, the good part of the internet is we can use it to decentralize the media, and we can use it to spread message and to gather and to organize, change the narratives that better fit us, dispel certain misinformation, but also it gives some of these weird ass niggas the notion that they're tough or that they can get away with shit that they really can't. And then when it really comes down to it, we see stuff like this. This is like this nigga's on a roll. Check this out.
We got everything documented about this fat bitch.
Look at this nigga. Now this nigga's also been talking a bunch of shit, trolling, doing all this shit. But then when it comes down to it, this is what kind of energy this nigga is on. This is the kind of time this nigga is on. Jumping fences and shit to get away from niggas. Scared. This is the bitch nigga energy that have all the smoke on social media. Hold on, let's go back. Whatever. Y'all seen it. Niggas is backing the fuck up, is what they're doing. They got all kind of smoke on the internet, but in person they are bitches. Because you could be whoever you want to be on the internet. So let's continue to make these niggas take L's. Don't even make it safe for them to be able to pull the fuck up. That's how you neutralize this threat. Salute to the real. I'm out. Jay Dizzle.